What's up YouTube, welcome back to another video on my channel Skotrix, and today as you can see we are back on NBA 2K21 for another build guide video. And today's video I'll be showing y'all how to build the Jaylen Brown build. This is one of the best builds in the game. It can shoot lights out, it's a lockdown defender, it can finish at the rim pretty good, and it has quite a bit of playmaking as well. So it's a really good all around either guard or wing build, whatever you need to use it for. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video here. Alright, so on this first screen, nothing really matters too much. The only thing that's really important is you want the position to be shooting guard. The reason you're making it a shooting guard and not a small forward is because you get a lot more badges at shooting guard, and you can just put the height up a little bit and the attributes will be about the same, but you get a lot more badges at shooting guard, and then the jersey number and the hand does not matter. Then you can go ahead and click continue. Now for the skill breakdown chart right here, you want to go down to the defense and shooting balanced one, this one right here. You want to make sure you take the perfectly balanced one between green and red. You don't want to take this one right here where it's a little bit more red than green. You want to make sure you take this one, the perfectly balanced one. Go ahead and confirm that. Then for the physicals profile, you obviously want to take pure speed. This is the best for any guard build or any wing build that's meant to guard guards or other wings. This is the best one for that situation, so you want to take that one right there. Majority purple, majority speed. Then for the attributes right here, first you want to max out close shot, then driving layup, driving dunk, and then you want to put up your standing dunk until you get those 3 finishing badges right there. I'll show you guys how to put on the badges at the end of the video, but 3 is going to be the perfect amount. Then you can go ahead and go down to shooting. You want to max out mid-range, 3-pointer, free throw, and then again put up your post fade to 67 right here so you get those 19 shooting badges. You can see if you drop it at all, it goes down to 18. You don't want that. You want to make sure you have 19. Then you can go down to playmaking, max out pass accuracy and ball handle, then go back up to pass accuracy, and you can bring this down just 1 tick. You'll still have 10 playmaking badges. If you bring it down again, it goes down to 9. You don't want that. You want to make sure you have those 10, so put it at 77 right there. Then onto defense, you want to max out perimeter, lateral, steal, defensive rebound, and then put these last 9 right here into block. You'll see that gives you 19 defensive badges, and again that's the perfect amount. You can see the final badges for this build is going to be 3 finishing, 19 shooting, 10 playmaking, and 19 defense. So if your badges are looking like that, you can go ahead and click confirm, then go into body shape. You can take whichever one you want here, it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to go ahead and take defined for this build, but you can take whatever you want. Then for height, I think Jaylen Brown is 6'7". You can make this build at 6'7" if you want, or you can make it at 6'6". You can see the attributes look a little bit better at 6'6", but you're an inch shorter. Either way, it's a good build. You could set it up either at 6'6" or 6'7", whichever one you want. It doesn't matter. I'm going to put it at 6'6" though. Then for weight, you want to go down to minimum. You can see this gets your speed up to 87. You can't put it up at all because it'll bring your speed down. And you don't want that. You want 87 speed because once you get on the treadmill in the Gatorade facility, you're going to go up to 91 speed. And then obviously once you get this build above 95 overall, you can get even higher. So you want to put it at minimum weight right there. Then for wingspan, you want to go down 2 to 80.7. You can see that brings your shooting up 2 for mid-range and 3-pointer. Your defense goes down 1 on basically every category. Don't worry about that too much. This is still an amazing lockdown build. Another way you could set up the wingspan is going +1. You can see it doesn't affect your shooting and it brings a few things up, as well as your wingspan would be basically 3 inches longer, but I recommend putting it right here at 80.7. I think this is the best way to have it for that little bit of extra shooting attributes that'll actually help it a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm it right there. Now for the takeover, there's a bit of personal preference. This really depends on your playstyle. I don't recommend taking the playmaker takeover because you don't have that amazing of ball handle anyways, and I don't recommend taking the shot creator takeover either because as good as this takeover is, which it's probably the best takeover in the game right now, as good as this takeover is, it's not really the best one for this build. I would recommend either the sharpshooter or the lockdown defender takeover for this build. They're both really good. The sharpshooter is really good this year, and the lockdown is one of my favorite takeovers, but I'm probably going to go ahead and take the lockdown, but you could take the sharpshooter if you want as well. Whatever you think fits your playstyle better, take that one. I'm going to take the lockdown. Go ahead and confirm that, and as you can see right here, boom, 2-way mid-range shooter similar to Drew Holiday, Ray Allen, and Victor Oladipo. Now I'll take a second here and show you guys the final attributes and badge distribution for this build. I'll also show you guys how to put on the badges. This will only take a second, so make sure you stay tuned for this so you can see the best way to put on the badges, or at least in my opinion the best way to put on the badges. But right here is the final attributes. If you make this build a 6'7", your attributes will obviously be a little bit different, but this is for the 6'6" version of this build, the final attributes. You can pause the video right here and take a screenshot if you want to, but now I'm going to go on and show you guys really quickly how to put on the badges. For finishing, I just recommend putting slithery on gold just like this. Go ahead and confirm that. You could also put consistent finisher on for that though. I don't recommend putting on contact because you don't have contact dunks on this build. You will be able to dunk, but you don't have contact dunks, so there's no point in putting contact finisher on. Now for shooting badges, I recommend putting catch and shoot on silver, corner specialist on silver, deadeye on gold, hot zone hunter on gold as long as you have hot zones, range extender on Hall of Fame, Green Machine on silver, and Flexible Release on gold. I think Flexible Release is a really good badge this year, and I recommend putting it on unless you really know your jump shot and you think you have your jump shot down perfectly. Then you could take that off, put Green Machine on Hall of Fame, and also put Hot Zone Hunter on Hall of Fame. But I recommend putting Flexible Release up onto gold. I think it's really good this year. But anyways, now on to playmaking. Playmaking is pretty simple. You want Handles for Days on gold, Quick First Step on gold, Unblockable on gold, and then you want Needle Threader on bronze. If you're not dribbling at all with this build, you could put Handles for Days down to bronze and then put Needle Threader up to gold, just like that. It's really up to you between those two how you want to set it up depending on your playstyle, but I'm going to go ahead and confirm it like this. Now on to defense badges here. There is some personal preference for defense badges, but how I recommend putting it is Hall of Fame Clamps, Hall of Fame Intimidator. I know some people say Intimidator is not that good this year. It really did get patched a bit, or rather nerfed a bit, but it still is a good badge. I still recommend putting it on Hall of Fame. And then Chase Down Artist on bronze, Interceptor on gold, Pick Dodger on silver, Rebound Chaser on silver, Rim Protector on bronze, Tireless Defender on bronze, and Pickpocket on bronze, just like that. Another badge that people are saying is really good this year is Heart Crusher. If you're playing 5v5 game modes, I would recommend investing in this, or even if you're not, if you're playing 3v3, you could look into investing in Heart Crusher. It seems to be a really good badge at this point in the game, but who knows if they'll nerf it in the future. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and confirm the badges like this. And there you go, that's how you build the best Jaylen Brown build in NBA 2K21. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel if you're new. I'm uploading daily NBA 2K21 content all year long, as well as streaming on Twitch. I'll have my link to my Twitch channel down in the description. Make sure you go follow me over there. I really appreciate everybody who goes and checks out my Twitch. But anyways, that's going to be it. Alright, peace.